Hey guys, Andrew here. Today I'm going to talk about some of the new tools, but specifically remodeling or creating bathroom layouts and then quantifying them and preparing a quote. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so basically what I have here is a blank file. And you know what, sometimes we would have a drawing, so we might just bring in a hand drawing and I'll put that one up there. And we might have a DWG if you've got a CAD file or something like that. So let's quickly just drag that in. Right, and you can see that now that we have a CAD file there and we have this. Now the CAD file is already to scale, this one over here isn't, so I might just give it a quick scale that I assume is right. So what I'll do, I'll bring this toolbar down because this one we'll be using and I'm going to just quickly grab the scale tool and I'm going to type in a scale for this particular bathroom. So I might say the distance between here and here is 900 mil or 3 feet. Okay. Alright, so I've got two scale plans. Now, the benefit with the DWG is I can get rid of anything I need to by simply clicking it, and I can just go and grab or get rid of anything that isn't a wet area by simply going through and going delete, delete, and essentially what I'll have is just the nuts and bolts that I actually want to deal with on this particular job here. Now I can do waterproofing, tiling, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I've got 3 bathrooms here on this particular job. So there's still a group because I'm basically, all I did is just deleted some geometry outside of that there. So let's have a quick look at this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go rectangle, which is my rectangle tool here. And I'm just going to trace over the inside of the bathroom there for a second, right? And therefore I actually now have a face. And what I can do is I can actually go and grab things like vanities, baths and so on. And the way I would do that is by clicking here. And I'll go to my plumbing items and I'll go and grab, say, a toilet. So you can go through this one by one. Right, so let's just go and put this one here. It's covering up that. And we might go through, and we can just go through our scroll button here to choose different items. So I've already got a towel rail that was associated with that because it was assembly, so I don't need one. And we might say, okay, yep, we're going to need this item here, so submit, and we'll figure out where it's going to go. So it's not really a design course here, but let's have a quick look. I'm just going to go here and I'm going to, let's just move this one over here for a second behind the door, and we can change the heights and lengths and everything like that. And let's have a bit of a look at what's happening in the 3rd dimension for a second. So basically it's brought those in 3D. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go and click my up arrows. So up. Okay, what else do I need? Vanity, so that'd be V down the bottom. Go submit, put that one there. Change the size, the width, the length, whatever it is that you want it to do. So for instance, if we wanted to make it a 900 vanity, or if you're using imperial, just type in feet, go submit, right, change the size of that vanity. Go back into here and I'll just click out of that and go through my scroll arrow so I can see what it is that I require. And guys, this is going to happen pretty quick. I'm going to do all of the, what have we got here? We've got, yep, shower set, so I'm going to need one of those. Where's the shower? It's here. Put that there for a second. And what else are we going to need? Shower corner. Yep, let's grab that. Submit, and we'll put that over here. We'll turn them all around in a second. Change the sizes of it, so as you can see, the size of it isn't correct, so I might just, I'm going to take a bit of a guess, or I could just measure it up. So I can go here and go dimension, what size is this? From here to here it's 1250 by 915, so let's see if I can get this right in one go. 1250 by 915, 915, enter. Okay, submit. Okay, and I'm going to turn it around the other way, so I'll do that in a second. I'll grab a bath first. Bath freestanding, go submit, and I put that there. And look, I mean, there's going to be a whole heap of other things like floor waste and so on. I can change the size of the bath. It looks a bit big, so let's go 1500, go submit. Okay, and maybe we've got some What else would we have there? Floor waste and gully. That would be for our drainage. So I'm going to put that one here. Okay. All right. So I've just put my items in there, right? And obviously I'm going to need some walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select that original rectangle I did, and I'm going to pull it up, and I'll just type in the height of the ceiling. In this case, I'm going to say 2750, enter. And obviously I don't want a ceiling at the moment, so I'm going to delete it. And we can see that now I can move my items around, so they're probably spaced out a little bit better. You can also see that there's a window over here on that plan, so we might just quickly, what you just type in the size that you want. But essentially I don't want anything there because there's going to be no tiles. And over here I've got a door, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to add in my door. So what does that look like? Down the bottom it tells me, so it's an 820, 820, oops, I'll just check that again. Yeah, 820, so it's going to be, so 2100 by 820, and just typing that in, enter. Right, so I'm not going to need any tiles or anything there. All right. So I can go and position everything first. So I just go to this shower here. I'm going to push Q as a keyboard shortcut, and I'm basically going to turn that shower around. And you can see I've actually got that the wrong way. I'm pretty sure if we unclick this, we can change it. No, but actually what I did is I actually added the shower the wrong way. So I'm going to go edit component, and I should have actually made it the other way. So if I go Control X here and Control V and 1220, I think it was. I mean 1250, go submit. Right, now I actually have it the right way, and then I can go in and I can switch it around to the angle that I want it to be, or wherever I want it to be. And I can move it to where I want it to be according to wherever it shows in the plan, basically. There. All right, so I've got that, and obviously I'm going to do the same with my shower. So wherever it's going to sit, let's just go over here and move that in there. And you'll notice that it automatically has all the blocks and everything that's required to hold these things to the wall, because it reminds us of what we actually need to do to build something like this. All right, so I've got my bath there. I can also see I need a tap. So go up here and choose my tap. So basin mixer assembly, go submit, and put that in here. All right, so put that one right there. And we can change these around at any stage, guys. So if I just did a takeoff now of what's in here, takeoff, and essentially you'll notice that I've got some framing in there, I've got some plumbing items, and inside of my plumbing items I've got the toilet roll holders, cistern stops, everything that's required to build that so far, penetrations, pan collars, and everything like that. So, and if I had associated prices with these, I could do that. But also, if I didn't like the name of what they're calling straight out of the box, I might want to call my toilet roll holder paper holder, and one might be chrome, one might be gold. So I'm going to say paper holder, and we'll give it an item code. We'll say 1234, because this might be how we order it. And we might actually say, I might say make this one, say Control C, Control V, and I'm going to make this paper holder gold, whatever it is, silver, black, whatever it is. Control V, right? I'll call this one black. Black, right? And the price of the standard one is going to be $100, expensive, of course. 120 and 125. And you can add all of these in to suit yourself. So I'm going to choose my paper holder, this one here. All right. So basically all I did was just renamed. And once you do that once, it will remember the names, and you can use these as good, better, best. So you might want to upgrade these items as the client goes through. The same would happen with the tap. So but let's have a look at this tap, because sort of a tap is probably something a client's a little bit more invested in there. So we might just click on this tap, and it might change according to what the client's looking for, okay? As it did that, it also changed the model number inside of there. So you can go through and rechange or name your model numbers accordingly. And you can also see that this paper holder over here is actually outside of where I want it to be. So I'm just going to keep clicking until I get to it, and then I'm going to move it along. It could be on the sidewall, it could be, it could be over here, it doesn't matter, whatever you're going to do there. Right, so it gives me the ability to customize, and I've also got a bill of quantities on everything that I've done there. Right, so what I'm going to do is switch it up a little bit. First, I'm just going to quickly just change this into, say, a perspective. Just give that 1 second, perspective. and therefore we're starting to look at it a little bit more like we would in real life. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a new tool, which is the custom estimation tool. I'm going to add some tiles. Right, so when I click on that here, I'm going to go in here and go tile, and I'm just going to basically type in what I'm looking for. Right, and I could actually go through and use graded floor first. So if I go and select that, and I can replace the geometry or I can duplicate the geometry. And because over my graded floor, I would actually put tiles, I'm going to actually duplicate the geometry. So I'm going to select the floor and I'm going to apply the selected entity to it. And you'll notice it added a material there. However, I'm just going to quickly just turn that off just for 1 second. So I'm looking for my finishes. Where am I? These are all the layers, guys, by the way, that came out of the DWG. You can turn those off. Floor finishes, right, so that's off there. And you'll notice that I still actually have something and I can add tiles to. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add some tiles in here just quickly. And I'm not going to duplicate that. I'm just going to apply it to it. But obviously I'm going to have waterproofing, so you could just add waterproofing as well there. Right, so essentially now I have tiles on the floor. And you'll notice I haven't done the shower yet. It might need something special, so I might have to grade that as well. And I'm going to replace the geometry or duplicate it, right, and go apply. And I can do multiple in one term. So for instance, if I wanted to do, let's just do these two walls here, floor to ceiling, then we'll do the shower walls. Okay, so I'm just going to go tile, I'm going to choose, so you can actually get more detailed with this if you wanted to, and type in different types of tiles. So if I write in, say, 600, it's going to go through and filter everything that's 600. I'm going to use this tile here, I don't even know which one it is. I'm going to do two walls here, applied to two selected entities, and you'll notice that I've actually replaced those because behind them I would actually need to put, maybe villa board or some sort of drywall on those there. But I'm going to also go over to here and I'm going to do this shower, and we'll use a different tile just so you can see, because this is estimating as I do it. So let's just quickly put in, and we won't duplicate this, we'll replace the geometry, and we're going to go, what are we going to do here? So another white tile and go apply. Right. You can obviously do the same for skirting tiles or whatever it is that you wanted to do, whole walls, half walls, even feature tiles. So we might quickly have a feature tile, say here for some reason. Right. So we go back to tile, maybe a mosaic or something like that. Right, and apply it to there. Now we've got a strip of mosaics. Whatever it is that you wanted to do, you can do that. Now if I did a bill of quantities now, guys, take off. You'll notice I've got internal finishes. I've now got the tiles, the amount of quantities of tiles, and for instance here I might actually go, how many tiles are there per square meter? So if I said, grab my calculator up here and said 0.3 times 0.6 equals, there's 0.18 square meters per tile, right? So I could then go divide that by a meter, or I could just say how many square meters per unit. So if I would go in here and go, how many square units, it'd be 0.18. Therefore I now need 46 tiles, and we can round them up, add wastage in here, say 15% wastage. We need 53 tiles now. We can add a vendor, so it might be, we might buy them from our hardware supplier, right? And we can give it a cost code. So for instance, if you're using QuickBooks or Xero or Build-A-Trend or anything like that, you might quickly just go in and choose a cost code, and therefore you can do that. So guys, as you can see, before too long, I'll actually be able to go through and create a file that is actually what we would require to purchase and to actually send a quote to the client. So if I said client estimate, I could either send it to Xero or I could actually send it to a spreadsheet there. So I'm just going to go to, say, put this on a desktop, client estimate, go save, okay. Where'd that go? Client estimate, under my desktop, I think. Client estimate, here we go. You can see I've done a few, guys, but essentially it's going to open up a spreadsheet that is going to show us everything that's inside of that. You'll test that out, guys. You'll get to see it. I just want to quickly get this done because I've got a couple other things that I've got to get through. So we've done that. Where are we here? And we've got other bathrooms and wet areas. So same thing. Go and grab your items, rectangle, here, push pull it up, delete it, add whatever it is you wanted to do to it to actually enable us to go no, and then go in and do the same thing over again. So let's just quickly just add a couple of different products here. Right, you can see that we've got that there. Same with the hand-drawn drawing. It doesn't need to be a CAD drawing. We've got a laundry over here, so rectangle. Right, there's my floor area. Push up the distance of your walls, delete the ceiling. You can obviously add the ceiling as well. Go through and choose the items that you want. And once you've done all this, guys, let's just go apply. Right, once you've done all of this, you can actually save these as components. So you might say, well, I do bathrooms like this regularly. I can just go and select it. And I could move it. So I might say, well, we've got similar bathrooms over here. So we'll go over to this house over here and find the bathroom. And we might just want to change it around a little bit. And you can see, yeah, okay. As soon as I did that, I now have 2 bathrooms. And when I do my bill of quantities, I also have double the amount of items because everything that's shown in the model is estimated. And obviously, guys, you spend a bit more time and lay things out and put prettier tiles on it so you can actually walk your customers in and actually start to show them what it is you're going to deliver for the price. You can add pipes, you can add penetrations, you can add everything that's required. We can just take off 1 item at a time. So I might take off 2 items, right click, take off selection, and bang, you'll notice I now just have plumbing and the framing would be behind the wall for these particular items there. Alright guys, look, I hope it helps out. If you've got any questions, ask them in the video below. If you like the video, push like. If you dislike it, push dislike and tell us why, guys. Alright, thanks again. Speak to you soon. Bye.